Hi. Now we are discussing pericyclic reactions. Up till now we have seen that whenever any reaction takes place, it follows the path reactant, then it is converted to the transition state, and the transition state is converted to the reactive intermediate, and reactive intermediate is converted to the product. This is a common path followed by the reactions. But there are certain reactions where reactive intermediates are not formed. So this part is missing. So the reactants are converted to the transition state, and transition state is directly converted to the product. So let us see that kind of reaction. So what happened here in certain reactions? We know reaction means bond breaking and bond making process. When the bonds are broken and formed in a cyclic concerted state, means simultaneously, without formation of intermediate, that reactive intermediate is not formed. So instead of there is a cyclic transition state, then that reactions are called pericyclic reactions. So bonds are broken simultaneously in concerted manner, and through the cyclic transition state without formation of reactive intermediate. That is the peculiarity of the pericyclic reaction. So what are the characteristics of pericyclic reaction? So there is always a cyclic transition state. Whenever we will discuss this reaction, that time you will come to know the meaning of cyclic transition state. So there is no electrophile or nucleophile. Electrophiles or nucleophile is not included. Only reactant, and then they are converted to the product. Again, when we discuss third characteristics, these reactions are either performed in presence of heat or in presence of light. When they are performed in presence of heat, they are called thermal reaction. And when we perform the same reaction in presence of light, they are called photochemical reaction. So this is our third characteristic. They are highly stereospecific reactions. You remember that word, stereospecific. That means the stereochemistry of product is fixed. If you are performing the reaction in presence of heat, you will get one stereoisomer. And if you are performing by using the same starting material, if you are performing the same reaction in presence of light, you will get another stereoisomer. So the reaction having specificity, that specificity in regards of stereoisomers, that's why it is called stereospecific reaction. So you have to remember that term, stereospecific reaction. So I'll remove this part, and then we'll discuss classification and nomenclature of this pericyclic reaction. So the first class is electrocyclic reaction. So first class is electrocyclic reaction. So I write here electrocyclic reaction. I'll explain. What is electrocyclic reaction? What happened here? The open chain conjugated system, conjugated pi system means where alternate double and single bond. So this is conjugated pi system. There is a double bond, two double bonds are separated by the single bond. So there might be more than two pi bonds. So these conjugated pi bond system is converted to the cyclic product. It's converted to the cyclic product. So this open chain is converted to the cyclic product, and the cyclic product is converted back to the open chain compound in a reversible manner. That is discussed under the electrocyclic reaction. So this is an example of electrocyclic. We'll discuss that in upcoming video in more detail. Second is, what are cycloaddition reactions? So here two pi systems combine together to form cyclic product. I write here two pi systems, two molecules having pi bonds. Now they are converted into this kind of cyclic compound. So they are converted into this kind of cyclic compound. So that we'll discuss in more detail. So the two pi system compounds actually are converted to the cyclic product that we are going to discuss under the heading cycloaddition reaction. What happened here? Actually, chelotropic reaction, this is a type of cycloaddition reaction. So the same, this we have to include under the heading cycloaddition reaction. Then actually third type is sigmatropic rearrangement. What happened here? There is a migration of atom or a group within molecule with sigma bond, and during that migration pi bond system get rearranged, and this is called sigmatropic rearrangement. I can give you one example. Suppose this hydrogen is there, I use a different color, this hydrogen is there. So what will happen? This bond is shifted here, suppose, and this bond is shifted here, and this hydrogen is migrated from this carbon to this carbon. Then what will be the product? So this is here. Now this hydrogen is changing its position. If I give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5, this hydrogen is now at the fifth position, fifth carbon. Now it is getting migrated to the carbon number 1 with this sigma bond, and along with the rearrangement of pi bond. This is called sigmatropic rearrangement that we are going to discuss separately in more detail. Another is group transfer reaction. This is another type of sigmatropic reaction rearrangement we are going to discuss in more detail. So actually there are three main types of reaction included in pericyclic reaction, that is electrocyclic reaction, cycloaddition reaction, and sigmatropic rearrangement, that we'll discuss in more detail during our next video. Thank you.